The new EI Hub solution you are about to experience within the EI Hub Sandbox is a robust system to assist you in your daily early intervention roles. We will take a couple of minutes to guide you through the EI Hub roadmap that mirrors the backward S. The early intervention process chart infographic serves to tie the functional activities that occur within the hub to program-based early intervention activities. Once a child's referral and basic demographic data have been entered by staff, the next step is to consult with the parent to identify and assign an agency to manage the child's case. To assign an agency, locate the Child Info tab from the child's record and select the Family Resource Coordinator panel. The Family Resource Coordinator panel populates with the Family Resource Coordinator grid. This grid houses all FRCs assigned to the child throughout the child's stay in early intervention. This grid allows users to add and view FRC assignments. Select the Add Family Resource Coordinator button from the grid. Upon selecting the Add Family Resource Coordinator button, the Family Resource Coordinator screen populates. This screen will not contain any information as this is a new assignment. Select FRC from the Family Resource Coordinator type dropdown. Use the Agency Lookup Type Ahead field to search for and select the agency who will be supplying the FRC. If available, the agency's address populates. At this stage of the process, the Family Resource Coordinator is more than likely unknown, and the Family Resources Coordinator lookup field can be bypassed. The FRC's information, for example, their first name, last name, and email pre-populates in subsequent fields once a FRC is located and selected on this screen by the assigned agency. Enter the FRC's start date, today's date, manually or use the calendar picker, invoked by clicking this field, to select a date. The FRC assignment start date cannot be backdated or set to an earlier date. The start date of the first FRC assigned should be no sooner than the referral date. Once all information is entered, select the Submit button. Upon submitting the agency assignment, that assignment, as do all assignments, routes and defaults to the assigned agency's Children Assigned to Caseload dashboard for acceptance. If an FRC is not assigned right away, EI Hub identifies the agency assignment as pending, and the assignment also populates within the Children Needing Family Resource Coordinator dashboard to be assigned at a later time. Once the agency assigned to the child accepts that child into their caseload, they now have edit privileges for the child's record and may now assign an FRC. There is a slight distinction when assigning an agency versus assigning an FRC. When a coordinated access point assigns an agency, they are essentially creating a new record of assignment for that child. When adding an FRC is being added to an existing record created prior by that county coordinated access point. To assign an FRC, the agency will locate the entry who's missing an FRC from the Family Resource Coordinator grid. Agencies are able to know if an entry is missing an FRC because the FRC's first and last name will be blank and indicates that an FRC has not been assigned. Agencies will use the Edit button to add the FRC to the listed entry. As previously mentioned, agencies may also refer to the Children Needing Family Coordinator dashboard for this very same information. As an agency, use the Family Resource Coordinator lookup, which is a type ahead, to search for and select an FRC from available staff. Once an FRC is selected, the FRC's information, such as their first and last name, phone, and email, if available, auto-populates in correlating fields. Select the Submit button to submit and save the assigned entry. There are 3 outcomes that occur as a result of assigning an agency and FRC via the Family Resource Coordinator grid. Upon accepting the assignment, the FRC assignment is now displayed as active. In order for an FRC assignment to become active, both the agency and FRC must accept the assignment. Users may now notice that the FRC's name, start date, and affiliated agency display in the Family Resource Coordinator grid. The FRC assignment routes to the selected FRC's children assigned to Caseload Dashboard for acceptance. During the course of a child's stay in early intervention, the child will be assigned to a service provider. The service provider is identified within the IFSP. We'll briefly walk through how a service provider is assigned and accepts assignments. To begin, the IFSP Services panel is selected. Upon selecting the IFSP Services panel, the Service Info tab populates housing subsequent panels. When adding general services such as audiology or developmental therapy, service providers are assigned within the Therapist Assignment panel. The Therapist Assignment panel houses all service providers assigned to the child throughout their stay in early intervention. To add a service provider, select the Therapist Assignment panel and select the Add Therapist Assignment button. Proceed to select a subcontracted agency. This agency supplies the service provider from their available staff. The Therapist dropdown will populate a list of therapists available from the subcontracted agency's staff, along with the start and end dates of service for that service provider. Once this panel is complete, select Submit to save and submit the service provider assignment. When a service authorization is completed and submitted, this prompts the system to send out the assignment to the service provider. As mentioned previously, the assignment routes to the service provider's child assigned to Caseload Dashboard to accept the assignment. If an agency is assigned, but a service provider is not, that assignment also populates within the Children with an Agency Missing a Practitioner dashboard. By now, you might notice a pattern with assignments. While some assignments may populate within dashboards, such as the Children with an Agency Missing a Practitioner dashboard, assignments, for the most part, will first default to the children assigned to Caseload Dashboard prior to populating in other dashboards. On another important note, when changing a child's FRC, service provider, or any other assignment, the current active assignment must be made inactive. The current assignment is made inactive by end dating the assignment prior to adding a new assignment. The new assignment should start the day after the first assignment ends. Please keep in mind, when ending an assignment, that assignment is being edited in EI-Hub. Therefore, the Edit button will be used to access and modify the current assignment. To add a new assignment, the Add button should be used. This button may appear as an Add Family Resource Coordinator button, an Add New Therapist button, or other. This concludes our brief presentation on how to enter assignments in EI-Hub.